Now, I'm seeing a couple of videos now of something I've been talking about for quite some time, but I know my videos don't get that kind of view, so it might seem that this is a new topic, but this is not new. That what I'm referring to is African Americans' lack of support, or African people, period. Lack of supporting each other in this Western Hemisphere. I'm not for sure how it is in the Eastern Hemisphere, but in the Western Hemisphere, you don't get that kind of support. African Americans, African Caribbeans, we don't like to support each other. Some of us. But we'll be the first ones to say we need to support black businesses. We need to buy black, think black, support black businesses, support. But you really don't want to support. I mean, the fruit's in the pudding. How many African Americans businesses go belly up each year because from lack of support? You see, you have neighborhoods, but you don't have any real neighbors because you don't have any type of community, any type of networking. It seems like your brain is locked in slavery mode. So you can cry about the problem all day long, preach about it, but the same things we've seen here in our lifetime. Believe what I'm telling you. If you research history, it's been going on for quite some time. If you studied Marcus Garvey, he's been saying the same thing. Malcolm X, the same thing. God knows that Dr. Henry Clark has been saying the same thing for the longest. I mean, he's long gone through the door now. Amos Wilson, the same thing. They all been saying the same thing. What changed? Do we have more support now? No, you have less. And if anybody studied Dr. Amos Wilson, I mean, this man was screaming from the hilltops, letting you know he actually made a book for Black Power to show you what's needed to be done to actually rectify the condition a lot of us are in today. Do we take heed? Of course not. We have gotten to the point where we have become stiff-necked. We don't want to hear anything that puts any responsibility on us. In this age where you have become socially engineered to be ignorant, anyone that says, look man, we need to go down a different path, those words just trying to show you your reflection that say, hey man, this is what you're doing. I don't know, in your mind you might think you're doing something cool, but this is what you really look like. It's like you turn into Medusa. You don't want to see it, and you damn sure don't want to hear it. Now I'm going to use an analogy here from an unlikely place because not a lot of people watch it. Naruto Shippuden. If you remember correctly, the episode where Itachi and Sasuke was fighting Kabuto. Itachi put him under a genjutsu. Now it had a built-in default to get out the genjutsu. All it had to do was for him to recognize himself for who he is, not for what he thought he was. See, he was trying to pretend to be Orochimaru, but he couldn't be Orochimaru because Orochimaru is the best Orochimaru there is. He was just a poor copy of him. You see, Itachi didn't want to kill him. All he wanted to do was actually get the hand sign to actually undo the reanimation jutsu. That's all he wanted. He didn't want to kill him. He wanted to kill him. He could have done kill him, but that wasn't his purpose. But you see, a lot of people attributed that to Itachi's knowledge, which is wrong. What you should have attributed to is the writers of the anime, the manga. I see a lot of times we don't learn the lesson. Someone had to actually write that stuff. But you don't see that. This is what I'm talking about, transferring knowledge. So I say, if you unlock your brain, whenever your eyes and ears pick up on something, you'll say, oh, I can learn a lesson from that right there. The lesson was simple. Accept yourself for who you are, not what you wish you would be, not what you think you might be, what you are. And the moment that Kabuto accepted himself, his true self, he got out of the genjutsu. It was simple. But a lot of times, you guys don't see it. It's like someone have you locked in a genjutsu where you refuse to, downright refuse to admit or to accept. That's a better word. To accept who you are. To accept your current condition. Not what you think you might be 5 or 10 years from now. What is your condition right now? That's what I keep saying. You don't face reality. A lot of you guys are in some type of illusion, some type of sick illusion. I'm trying to keep it straight, man. I'm trying to stay calm. But y'all are highly delusional. And people have told me before, my videos are hard to take, it's just so strong, and I could soften my approach, but if I do that, you wouldn't take it seriously. And I know my videos don't get many views, and that's cool. But for those of you that understand what I'm saying and really actually make a change, then good for you. But I know a lot of us don't want to hear it, ain't gonna hear it. As soon as you hear what I gotta say, y'all, next video, you don't want to hear this kind of stuff because it's too hard. It forces you to take responsibility. And that's something a lot of people don't want to do. That's why I believe, in my humble opinion, a lot of people follow other people, because if things don't go right, they can say, well, see, it's their fault. No, it's your fault for following them. Is something wrong with your brain? Do you have some type of mental retardation? If the answer is no, then why are you following somebody else blindly? These are questions, once again, that you have to answer for yourself, not that I have to answer for you. So when you ask the question, why don't we have many black businesses, as the word you will use, black, you have to ask yourself, on the whole, in a large scale, do black people support other black businesses? The answer is no. Yes, sometimes you might go into business once or twice, but the moment they give you some type of bad service, that's it. I'm never shopping with black people again. I'm done. After one bad experience or two bad experiences, but yet you can go into all these Asian stores, Arab stores, European stores, and they could follow you around, call the cops on you because they feel you don't have the money to purchase a belt or a bag, and still go back. They could wrestle you down to the ground because they feel you don't have the money, and you'll still go back and shop for them. But the minute you have a bad experience with one of your own, that's it. I'm boycotting them forever. But have you heard the saying, cutting off your nose to spite your face? And then you wonder why you don't have these black businesses. The focus seems to be somewhere else. Yes, you might have an education, you get a degree, but what you guys fail to realize, and this video was not about this initially, but since I'm already here, I might as well talk about it. Your education is only as good as the job market allows. See, you don't understand. Once you got a degree, let's say for instance, you got a degree in accounting. There are only so many accounting jobs available in the society, period. I don't care what state you're in. I don't care what country you're in. There are only so many accounting jobs. And the more people that have accounting degrees, well, the lesser a demand there is for accountants. Because now you have a surplus supply of accountants. You know, you heard about supply and demand. You think it was just economics they were talking about? That goes for everything. You have too many people with that particular degree, that degree becomes worth less. And what you fail to realize is the competition is not just here in your country, whether you're America or in Europe or the Caribbean, wherever you're at. Your competition is global. You see, you have many people come from all over the world coming to America. I'm using America because I'm living in America right now. So the condition might be different, the situation might be different for you in your country, but they're coming all over and they're coming with degrees. So now you have competition from within, and you have international competition. So you have even more of an influx of people with degrees. So that's why you see a lot of people when they have these different degrees, a lot of them are working in jobs where they don't even need that particular degree. Or some of them working in a job where they don't even need a degree at all. I mean, you might work in Starbucks or something where you don't even need a degree, or Home Depot. I even found people working in Home Depot, man. I said, man, because I talk to everybody. And they said they couldn't find anything else. That's all they can find. I'm saying to myself, you didn't need a college degree to work at Home Depot, but that's all they can find. And if you don't have enough black businesses, using the word you guys are familiar with, who do you think are going to hire you and your children? Because if you have a surplus of people going to college and graduating, I mean, you're going to have a problem, because eventually some people are not going to have enough jobs. For instance, if there are 50,000 jobs in the society every year, I don't know the exact number, but then you have about, say, 70,000 graduates locally. But then you have about 20,000 people also with college degrees coming into the country. See the problem? 50,000 jobs, 70,000 graduates locally, and 20,000 more of, you have a abundant amount of actually applicants and not enough jobs. But you don't see the connections. But if you actually had a community where you actually employ some of your people, black people's unemployment rate would not be so high. Whatever the national unemployment rate is, black people unemployment rate is always higher. Don't you ask yourself why? Connecting the dots. So this lack of support that I'm seeing here going on here on YouTube and elsewhere, and people making videos about it, it's nothing new. It's an old argument for some reason that is just not in our head, and then we complain, well, see, they get support, and you see that, well, why can't we be like this? Because it is in the mind. You could talk about black economics all day long. If it's not in that person's mind, you can forget it. If they can't see what you're trying to say, you might as well be talking to a wall, because it's inbred in some of us that no matter how much you talk about, hey man, we need to support each other, all they're looking for is they're looking for that one bad experience so they can have an excuse. See, I did try to support them and they didn't have this, or they did this wrong, or they treated me bad, or they were so rude. You ever tried talking to them? Hey man, look man, I'm trying to support you, man. You need to have better service and stuff. I mean, just talk about it. Are you not humans anymore? No, but you can take your emotions and say, to hell with it. I'm going straight to somebody else. I'm going to support them. Think you're doing something, not realizing the domino effect. But hey, I'm just some dude on the internet, man. I don't want to make this video long. I know my words are very strong at times. Like I said, it's for a reason. And if you can't see the severity of the problem, there is nothing I personally can do. You might need to actually watch someone else's video, because I personally can't be laughing about the condition. I've been seeing this for many years now. For many years. It's not just now I'm seeing it. Many years I've been seeing this problem. But see, I guess it became more of an epidemic to you guys now, because YouTube decided to actually cut down on the monetization of videos, or actually cut down on the revenue. And I always said it over and over, if you don't own it, you can't really depend on it. Yes, you can get mad all you want, but it's working on, if you're here on YouTube, you're actually working for YouTube or Google or Alphabet Company, which is the actual parent company, Alphabet Inc. I'm sorry. So no matter how much you might like it or dislike it or whatever the case is, you still have to dance to someone else's tune. You know the old saying, whoever pays the piper calls the tune. Well, if YouTube, Google, whoever's writing your checks, well, you kind of have to dance to their tune. But, I've seen comments and so forth about people saying, well, man, the black celebrities need to go ahead and do something. Why should they? Why should they do anything? They're not in need of it. You are. Why don't you create it? I'm just saying, we always waiting for someone else to do something. I'm seeing comments, somebody need to do something, and these celebrities need to go ahead and donate. Why would they? Why would they jeopardize their meal ticket? They know what happens when they stand up for black people. You see what happened to the football player? He's pretty much isolated himself now, trying to stand up. You see, a lot of brothers and sisters who are actually in that industry know that we have a bad habit of supporting each other. That's a fact. whether you like it or not. So you want more people to speak out about issues, well, you gotta be prepared to support them. So when they do stand up and they do get reprimanded, which they will, you got their back. But you can't get mad at some. I mean, when people what you guys say sell out. Why would they be loyal to you? You're not offering anything besides lip service. You cannot pay your bills with lip service. You cannot take care of your family and do what you need to do with lip service. You need real financial support. And if you're not ready to do that, it's best you stop talking. Just go on and sit down in the corner and accept what's coming to you. Whatever it is, no matter how hard it might be, accept it because you refuse to change. Bob Marley have a song, I don't know the name of the song, but I know the chorus goes, stiff-necked fools. A lot of us are stiff-necked fools. We refuse. I don't care how much information, how much data, how much facts you provide. Downright refuse. Even right now, my words are burning. You're like, I don't want to, I hate this dude, he's a coon and all that. You know how you guys operate. That childish type of ideologies. When you hear something you don't like, you got to respond that way like a child would. And sometimes I entertain and sometimes I just ignore it. Depends on my mood. But hey, you must know what's best for you. At the end of the day, when you see the condition African people are in worldwide, when you want to put the blame on someone, well, just start in the mirror. And it'll all make sense to you. And until you're ready to face that reality, and make a real change and not just a lip service change, not a damn thing is gonna change. I don't care how many videos you make about it crying. I don't care how many times you come out here protesting. It ain't gonna change unless the people you say you're doing it for, who you guys say is your people, decide, you know what, we're gonna make a change. We're gonna stand with our people and really make a change and support. Unless they do that on the whole, you can forget it. You'll be talking the same talk in 2020. And those of you guys who have YouTube channels and you're asking for support and whatnot, and hey, if you have to choose to partner up with a other member of another race, European, Arab, Chinese, whatever, hey, do what you have to do to survive. And if they call you sellout, hey, say, hey, look, I gotta survive, okay? You didn't want to help me. I came to you first, and you didn't help me. So what you want me to do? Be out on the street because I'm waiting for your support? What happens if that support never comes? Think about it. I'm out.